Have you ever woken up in a life you spent 20 years building, only to realize you don't recognize the person living it? You've checked the boxes, the career, the family, the mortgage. But instead of the arrival you were promised, there's just a hollow echo. In our culture, we call this a midlife crisis. We joke about red sports cars and sudden career pivots. But in the quiet hours of the night, it doesn't feel like a joke. It feels like an unraveling. Today, at Ordinary Anchor, we're not going to talk about how to fix your midlife crisis. We're going to talk about why this might be the most honest moment of your life. We're moving from the pressure of performing to the peace of being. I want to tell you about a friend of mine. Let's call him David. David spent 15 years climbing the corporate ladder. He was the reliable one, but on his 45th birthday, he sat in his driveway for 20 minutes because he couldn't find the energy to walk through his own front door. He wasn't depressed in the clinical sense. He was just exhausted by the version of himself he had to maintain. He felt like a fraud. He had become an ordinary anchor for everyone else, but he himself was drifting. David's story isn't unique. Midlife is often the moment when the false self, the one we built to survive our 20s and 30s, finally runs out of fuel. And that exhaustion, it's not a failure. It's an invitation. Psychologist Carl Jung once said, "We cannot live the afternoon of life according to the program of life's morning. For what was great in the morning will be little at evening." In the first half of life, our psychology is focused on construction. Building an identity, a career, a social circle dot. It's all about doing. But midlife is the transition to the second half, which is about integration. The crisis happens when we try to keep building the same way we did at 25. Your soul is trying to tell you that the old tools don't work anymore. You're not breaking down. You're breaking open. You are shedding the layers of who I should be to find who I actually am. In the scriptures, we find a beautiful word, poiema. It's where we get the word poem. Ephesians 2:10 tells us we are God's handiwork, his poiema. Think about a poem. It isn't judged by its productivity or its speed. It is valued for its depth, its rhythm, and its truth. In midlife, the Creator isn't looking for more production from you. He is looking for presence. You aren't a machine that's losing its efficiency. You are a masterpiece undergoing a vital refinement. The messiness you feel is just the artist's hands at work, scraping away the excess to reveal the beauty underneath. Your worth was never in the climb. It was always in the fact that you are his. If you feel the unraveling today, I want to give you 3 small, ordinary anchors to hold on to. 1. The legacy audit. Instead of asking, "What have I achieved?" ask, "Who have I loved?" Write down 3 names of people who have been changed by your kindness, not your paycheck. That is your true resume. 2. The breath of being. Set a timer for 3 minutes. Don't pray for a solution. Don't plan a project. Just breathe and repeat. I am loved, not for what I do, but for whose I am. 3. The no list. Midlife is the season to prune. Identify one should in your life, something you do only for appearance or obligation, and let it go. Make room for the things that actually make your heart beat faster. Before you go back into your world, take this blessing with you. May you find peace in the unraveling. May you realize that your middle is not an end, but a deeper beginning. May you trade the heavy burden of perfection for the light grace of being a poiema. You are anchored. You are held. You are enough. I'm the lead scriptwriter for Ordinary Anchor. We'll see you in the quiet spot next time.